Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting in the AL East, the Yankees sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 9-8. The Red Sox swatted 4 home runs in this one as they grabbed the win against the Mariners 5-1. The win was their 6th in a row. In other Mariners news, first baseman Edgar Martinez is headed to the injured list for at least the next 10 days. They're calling it a sprained MCL. The Cincinnati Reds completed a short 2-game sweep as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-4. In other Reds news, left fielder George Foster will be out of action for the next couple of days. So far, it's just diagnosed as lower back pain. The Royals held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 6-1. Also from Kansas City, catcher Rene Martinez has been placed on waivers by the club. In other news from Minnesota, catcher Joe Mauer is currently listed as day-to-day. He's working through a finger strain. The Houston Astros combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 6-5. The Angels allowed only 5 hits in the game as they were winners over the visiting.
We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today we've got a contest out of the American League East between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next, Lefty Grove, a Maryland-born southpaw, will be doing the starting pitching in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1.
First pitch, 140.
Now the pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game.
The left fielder, number 20, Monte Irvin.
Stepping in now, Monte Irvin, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. Just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Three and 0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And this one catches the inside corner for strike 1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Just getting things underway here at Wrigley. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Into the box, Eddie Murray. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Nope. Ball. Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman. Now the 2-1 pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Into the bleachers and gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Orioles are now out to a 2-0 lead.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly just like that, and they take the lead.
Into the box, Tony Perez. No balls and a strike to count. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 8 home runs, 26 RBIs. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike. 1 out, nobody on. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him. Fouled off. A full count to the Orioles' designated hitter.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get, and that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
Got him.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Standing in now, Cal Ripken. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
1-0 count. Here it is. Two out, nobody on. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Count remains 2-2. And the 29th pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that'll finally end it. But the Orioles strike for two thanks to the two-run home run. On to the bottom of the first here at Wrigley. It's now 2-0 Baltimore. Mike Flanagan gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
From the stretch. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, and then you get a look up right now and you're going to face the ace. Somebody has to step up for this team. I'll tell you what, if they're able to score a few early runs off him and put him on the defensive, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team.
Count now a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman.
And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He's on an incredible RBI streak. How about over 20 runs batted in his last 10 games? It seems like every time someone's in scoring position, this guy knows how to knock them in. He's been like white hot.
George Brett comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
2-pitch mix here. If you're in the batter's box, you're looking for something up. Sinker changeup right here. Got to get it up.
Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. And it's fouled away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Breaking ball called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive.
Rizzo.
He's set and the pitch.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Here comes the 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
That's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your money makers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
The payoff pitch one more time. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Alex Rodriguez. He's been productive at the plate in the series with 6 hits coming into this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Throw over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. A ball and a strike. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. Ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2 is taken on the inside corner. Strike 3. 1 left for Tampa. They're still down. It's 2-0. Now to the plate, here is Adam Jones. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
Harper has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Batting 7. The catcher.
Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
In now, Rick Dempsey. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
And this pitch runs in and hits him, but not before he swings through it. Not sure what he was thinking about that time, but it's 1-2 now. And this will be fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
At the plate now, Ken Singleton. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 6 home runs, 13 RBIs. The 1-0.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Sent toward first, but an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Now into the box, Rusty Dahl. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year.
Rusty Dahl.
First pitch of the AB now. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. And a good throw gets him. 1 gone.
Batting 6.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And guys, the one thing I want you to think back to is the fact that we got a chance during batting practice to meet with some of the players, and they talked about the loss they took in the last game, and one thing they kept harping on was the fact that they got to play better defense. I mean, 4 errors is unacceptable for this team, and they are going to have to clean that up and definitely flash some leather for their starting pitcher today. Something to look forward to.
0-1 the count. Harper. Playing here in his age 29 season. He was a first-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first-rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side.
Hey, it definitely looked like he had a little trouble getting that ball out of his glove. But with that bazooka of an arm, most third basemen have that strong arm. If you're going to play in the corners, you better be able to fire it across the diamond like him.
So now to the plate, Greg Vaughn. And he puts it on the ground to second. And the Rays are into the hit column with their first hit of the contest.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
To the plate now, Victor Martinez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He'll come into play at 317, 11 home runs, and an even 50 RBIs. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Going back is the left fielder. You can kiss it goodbye. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as the Rays have come back to tie things at 2.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Brandon.
At the plate, Brandon Lau. Out in front of it, strike one. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. A 1 pitch on its way. Oh, break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Number 17 for him on the season. And that pushes the Rays out on top here, 3-2.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
The center fielder, number 14, Carl.
Into the box now, Carl Crawford, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. It was a flyout for him to start the home first. Here's the 1-0. And that's taken for a called strike 2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a fourth.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Rays 3 and the Orioles 2.
Back now at Tropicana Field, home of the Rays, who have benefited from some solid pitching all season long. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Mora.
Now the pitch. Popped him up. Brett has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. Ready now is Brian Roberts, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB. Swing and a miss on a ball inside. 0-1. He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all four corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot. Hit in the air down the right field line. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Standing in now, Monty Irvin, and he fouls this one off. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Here's the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. Roberts, a runner at second with one away. Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
From the stretch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
2-2. He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those four pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eddie.
So the next to bat will be Eddie Murray, trying here to plate the tying run from second.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again. Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Here's the 0-2.
1-2. Count.
Third inning. Already a 3-2 ball game. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here's the payoff pitch. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. One left for the Orioles. They're down 3-2. Bottom of the third now, and up next it'll be the Hall of Famer George Brett.
For the Rays, the third baseman, George Brett.
First delivery to him. set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
Ball inside.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Singleton moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
So bases are empty with 1 gone, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Bouncer down the line. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. So a good job of going the other way
13,
here as he checks in with the 1-out double. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. Into the box, Alex Rodriguez. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. First time up, he went down looking. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
The 1-2.
Ball outside.
He stays alive, still 2-2. From the stretch.
Ball count.
Softly on a line to third. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
The designated hitter, number 4, Rusty Dog.
So stepping in is Rusty Dog, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
The 0-1 offering.
Ball.
2 out here and a runner at second. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and grounded out to Cal at short. He's got it. Throw on to the first baseman Murray, and that retires the side. Rays strand just the 1, but they still lead it 3-2. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Tony Perez is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
High in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1.
That's low. That's a ball.
Adam Jones is on deck. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. Full count now. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Off the LED board and gone. A solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Orioles have come back to tie this one at 3.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
In now, Adam Jones.
Number 10, Adam
as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Center fielder on the run, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Now
as we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
So now to the plate, Rick Dempsey. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Struck out in his first at bat. The 0-1 pitch. Misses for ball 1. Jones leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Fielded cleanly, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, right fielder, Ken Singleton.
Next, it'll be Ken Singleton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
He's set. The 0-1. He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it. 0-2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect
we'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. We looked into the numbers, and as a team, they've had a contact rate of over 85% in this game, meaning that when they swing the bat, they're missing the ball less than 15% of the time. To put that into context, the very best teams in baseball usually are right around 80% for an entire season. So at least for today, they're displaying an amazing ability to put wood to ball.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. He's set. Here it comes. Bryce Harper is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
1-0.
Ball and a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 home. Misses. Ball 2.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
The 2-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high.
That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. And now in the box, Greg Vaughn. He singled in his first AB. Pitch on the way. And he takes ball one.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Victor Martinez will be next. The 3-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
At the plate, Victor Martinez. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And the go-ahead runs in to score on the sac fly, as this is now a 4-3 ball game.
Number 8, second baseman.
Stepping in once again is Brandon Lau. Off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up.
Yeah, not fooled by that breaking ball in his last AB at all. He jumped all over it. That's such a good feeling as a hitter when you know you're picking up the secondary stuff right out of the pitcher's hands.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
Pitch on the way. Four runs, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And strike 3 called, as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 4 full. The Rays are out in front, 4-3. At the plate now is Melvin Mora. Popped into foul ground his last time up.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Brian Roberts, the next batter, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 1 for 2 in this one. 0-1. Here it comes. Hit in the air down the left field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
Stepping in now, Monty Irvin. A ball and no strikes. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The 1-0 home.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Here comes the 1-2. Is a fastball that misses. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Swing and a ball hit high, but not very far out toward right center. Lau's got it, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still down a run. It's 4-3. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Carl Crawford struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Carl Crawford.
Here's the first pitch.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Now the 1-0. Line hard to center field. Jones is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now back.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Mike Bollinger is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager. Stepping in next, George Brett, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First offering. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is going to get down out there and should get all the way to the ivy for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. The 1-0 home is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
The 2-0 on the way is taken, strike 1. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Brett, the runner at second with 1 away. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Rizzo is retired, 2 down now.
Good pitch there. That was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
To the plate now, Alex Rodriguez, and it's fouled away. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's set. The 0-1. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. And And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
Up next, Rusty Dog, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Now here's the first offering. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1 and 2.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
Two and 2. Here it is. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Rays strand a pair, and it remains a 4-3 game. Eddie Murray will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Now here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Tony Perez.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Tony Perez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Now here's the pitch.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch.
Yeah.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, up, up. Near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning. And Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people in runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
Standing in now, Cal Ripken. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Breaking balls in there that time. 1-1.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Score holds at 4-3. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper.
The right fielder, Bryce Harper.
First offering on its way as he'll take a look at ball 1. Line to the right side, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Red Vaughn.
Into the box now, Greg Vaughn. That's a strike to throw down, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Harper stands at second with no outs. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. A ball and 2 strikes now. Here's a pop-up now. Mora is under it, no problem, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Victor Martinez.
Victor Martinez will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
At the plate now, Brandon Lau. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. 1-0. Here it is. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. 2-2. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we'll have it for you next on MLB Network. Peter Fairbanks is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 29, Peter Fairbanks.
So now into the box is Adam Jones. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Adam Jones.
First delivery to him.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Fouled away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit to short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
For the Orioles, the catcher, Rick Dempsey.
Now at the plate, Rick Dempsey. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. The pitch.
1-0.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
2-0.
1 out, nobody on. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Here it comes. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
High leverage at bat here, and standing in it'll be Ken Singleton. And a big at bat here as he'd be the go-ahead run. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Vaughn is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the third baseman, Melvin Mora.
In now for the O's, Melvin Mora. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. From the stretch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
At the plate, Brian Roberts. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker, it's strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall as he arrives at
speed. You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, D-Row.
Momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Colin McHugh will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. Into the box, Monty Irvin, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the 1-0. Back up the middle, scooped up. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. It's the Orioles 5, the Rays 4. Number 44 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. Leading off the inning, it'll be Carl Crawford as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up.
Carl Crawford.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball out.
Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. The 1-0. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. The 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Pitcher executed his pitch. Good sinker down and in. Got the hitter to beat it into the ground. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it as a pitcher.
So now to the plate, George Brett, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Quick check on that time run at first, and the runner back easily. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Crawford on at first, nobody out. And that misses. 2-1. As a look, now the pitch. Runner goes for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a 1-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up.
out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
2 balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman. Popped up. Mora takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
The batter, number 13.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Alex Rodriguez. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run for. From second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. And he fouls this one off. Bouncer up the middle, fielded cleanly, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Leading off the inning, it'll be Eddie Murray trying to pad their lead here before the bottom of the inning.
Eddie Murray.
First delivery to him, and this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
2-2 now.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
For the plate now is the designated hitter, Tony Perez. He went down on strikes last time up. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Comes set with the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Hit hard to third. Taken in by Brett to second for 1. On to Rizzo at first, and they get them both.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
To the plate now, Cal Ripken. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Full count still. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4. Next to dig in, Adam Jones. He bounced out last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1.
For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has a game plan every time he comes to the plate. Let's see how this one plays out.
The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Fouled off. Ripken is off at first with 2 away. And that's a fair ball, line to the right side. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Now back, catcher, Dempsey.
In now, Rick Dempsey, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. No hits to this point. One and 0. Here it is. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And remember here, there's an open base at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen right here.
3-0. Here it is. To short, hit hard. Reined in. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Oriole threat goes by the wayside as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Tippy Martinez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the
Number
8th.
26, Tippy Martinez.
Here's the first pitch.
Leading off for the Rays,
as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
Rusty
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Now here's the pitch.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you've got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. Comes set, now the pitch. In there, strike 1.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
0-1 the count to Bryce Harper. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Here now the 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, way to get dirty. Wow.
Great play right there. Usually the rule of thumb, it has to be a bullet for you to leave your feet and still complete the double play. Got the out at first base after the dive. I like it.
Into the box now, Greg Vaughn, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. A 1-0 pitch on the way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
That was a nice job to track that one down the alley because it definitely saved the run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
Up next for the Rays, Victor Martinez trying to bring in the tying run from third here. First pitch on its way. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Oh, break out the tape measure. That one is long gone.
Your attention, please. Now running on first base for the Rays, number 1, Ichiro.
So a 2-run shot to left center, and this one gives them the lead. It's 6-5.
What a momentum shift right there. Now the visitors are down to their final 3 outs. You can bring your big boy in to close this one out.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Stepping in now, Brandon Lau.
Second baseman,
As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Rays get a couple as you take another look at the 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Orioles. It's the Rays 6 and the Orioles 5. Nick Anderson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. So kicking off the top of the ninth is Ken Singleton, and they could use a spark from him here.
Ken Singleton.
First offering, and we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. The 0-1 hit sharply on the ground. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base paths?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're one hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score in a ball in a gap.
He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Ready with the 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Hey, this offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know, everybody top step in the dugout. Get on this guy and make him nervous.
Breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number one is straining him on base. And now with one out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Nick Markakis will come on now to replace him as he's into pinch run following the injury. Markakis leads off first with one away. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Now the 2-0 home.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Over at the knees, and that's the second strike.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
He works the count back full. Monty Irvin is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch is roped to left, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only one away.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice is melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and he's back easily. So now to the plate, Monty Irvin. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. No movement on base. It's ball one. Two 2-0 to the Baltimore left fielder.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Now a swing and a miss at the hard sinker, and they're back to even 2-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And here's the 3-2 from him. Hit back up the middle. One there. Back to first. It's a double play right when he needed it, and this ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
A one-run game, 6-5, the final today. The Rays came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Colin McHugh gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Nick Anderson earns the save out of the bullpen, his 8th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Rays, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Orioles, 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.